Hey, Shadow Gamer. I don't think I need to ask what you played, but what did you play?
Yeah, Drytrons, and not the fairy lockdown variety of all things.
Excellent.
I'm trying to do something more beatdown strategy-ish.
Okay.
For my Drytrons, Alpha, or Free Alpha, 2 Beta,
2 Beta, okay.
Free Delta, Free Gamma, and Free Zeta. All of them have the inheritable effect, tribute off one themselves or a ritual, and you can special them from the hand or grave. Alpha lets me search out any ritual from my deck. Beta, not as useful since he just puts a banished Drytron back to the grave.
Okay.
Gamma, BBP next to Alpha. When he summon any out Drytron from your graveyard. Delta, if I have a ritual in my hand, I can reveal it and draw one. It can be a spell or the ritual monster. And Zeta just searches out the spell.
Okay.
I also have the most hated fairy in this game so far.
Oh, yep. We've had a few copycat boards we did side by side.
The hatred. I can see why people want to have him banned. At the same time, he's not as good as you might think.
No, I mean, like, you can still imperm him, you know?
You can imperm him, you can dark hole him, you can gek him.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the number of times I've seen people get around him today was insane.
Yep.
And that's the normal monsters, or the effect monsters. For rituals, I play a decent little bit of a toolbox.
Yes.
I play one of the big boys for the actual archetype.
Oh, yeah.
Then I play the little cyber angel type. Then another card that everyone says needs to be banned.
For Drytrons, yeah, like...
Nessia just have another name, and she's 1,000 attack, so she's easy to bring out whenever I have to recycle my ritual.
Okay.
That end, she does give me life points. And the big girl here clears out extra monster boards, does damage, and does a nice few other things.
I had her in my deck today. I forgot to take her out, but I didn't get to use her, or utilize her, actually, unfortunately. But she's still decent, though. Like, she's actually...
2 other cards I play in here that I did not pick off are Fair Dragon Lady, the Prediction Princess Terran, and the White Knight Dogmatica.
I have one of those. That's amazing. That's insane card, Dogmatica.
Terran, Book of Moon on legs. I want to flip my opponent's monsters down to keep them from using it. I can do that.
Wow.
There was a new one.
Dogman is a kind of a mini Mega Monarch from our dear Dragon Lady. Any time an effect is activated once per turn, I can mill an extra deck monster from my opponent's deck and one for mine. Which is nice. And for the rest of my ritual build, I kind of copied off our dear Dragon Lady. Gravity Eyes, Chaos Max,
oh, man.
The Pain, and her boyfriend.
You took my boyfriend! How dare you! He's been cheating on me!
And you do have to admit, all of them are good.
They are. Yeah, you can't go wrong with these, actually.
Chaos Max, untargetable, undestroyable, double piercing. Gravity Eyes paid the points and balanced the back row. Agripane, he is a pain.
He is a pain. Oh, you go first and get him out? Oh my good. At least you can learn what your opponent's playing if you don't know with him.
And of course the boyfriend, spin 2 cards, non-targeting, and he is as much a pain as the pain.
Now 3 cards. But yes, Chaos Max, yeah, I find he's better as a utility card than a deck around him. Just
true enough. He's scary just in general.
Yes.
Spells, I play Free the Field, Drytron Fafnir, Free Nova, and 2 of the rituals.
All right.
Fafnir is kind of a built down of the deck. Opponent cannot chain activated effects to rituals and things like that, and when on activation I get to add a Drytron spell or trap to my hand. Nova is a quick launch. I can activate it, summon out any Drytron from my deck, though it does have the chain effect of every other Drytron where I cannot special summon anything that can be normal summoned, which is a tricky concept when it comes down to it. I did have to check a few rules with that.
Okay.
And the rituals, one of the best ritual cards I can say in general.
Wow.
Tribute monsters according to attack and special summon a ritual monster from the hand or graveyard. Which means even if my rituals are in the graveyard, you're not safe. For the earth spells, I play a few staples, Rigeki,
Oh, yes.
Fair Duster, and triple Pot of Extravagance.
Yes, that's a must. That is a must.
One card I really wish I did kind of get out of here was my trio of traps. Drytron Meteor Shower.
This is underrated.
I know it's
love
good,
it.
but I think I should have sided it instead of mained it. Basically, it's a
Yeah.
counter trap that if my opponent normal or special summons a monster while I control a ritual, spin back to the deck.
Yes.
Inherently, that sounds good until you realize half the time you want to go first with this deck.
Exactly. But, I mean, your opponent could have forced you to go second, so that's a good side deck, actually. Good for siding.
Yeah. Extra deck is as scary as the main deck. To the
you can
big
use
boys.
Oh, you got two of them. Two Zeus. Oh, jeez. Two Zeus. Did you get to use them?
Yes, a few times.
Oh, God. Okay.
Really made my opponent think on a few times. A card I am going to bump up to free next time I get a chance. I have
Yes.
no idea how to pronounce this guy's name.
Drytron Mu Beta Fafnir.
However you're supposed to pronounce that.
Drytron Mu Beta Fafnir. Okay, that's what I'm going with.
Two of the Silva Princesses. More draw power, and quite honestly, she's a decent little beat stick. Two of the annoying cards that some people did find.
Oh, okay.
Since if I can fill my field, one person actually did Dimension Fissure me, so I brought this thing out and poked him a nice few times, since its effect is it can use as many level 1 monsters you got in your field as you want, and I can bring out a nice few. So I got, with 4 materials, had 800 attack and could attack 4 times.
Oh my god.
Directly. So I just did that and then brought Zeus on top of that.
Wow.
And then one card I remember our Dragon Lady very happy about seeing me bring out was the Fat Bird.
The bird. The bird that doesn't want to be petted.
Yeah, then my only really link monster in this deck, simply because I wanted to tag out just in case I do face against something I do not want attacking me.
There you go. Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
And then, of course, the one staple in every ritual extra deck is the Herald of the Arclight.
There you go. There you go. Gotta have them. Gotta have them. Very. Yep.
Yeah, for extra deck, I did go into a few times, so quite honestly, I think I need to make a few more adjustments. I did put in some rituals in here that if I could use a bit more.
Oh, my boyfriend's girlfriend.
Yeah. I wanted to decide something out that would deal with more spells and traps kind of thing.
Yeah, she bounces. I mean, she works. I don't use her often, but she does work.
Yeah, then we have her counterpart in terms of the Drytron bit.
Oh, okay.
Unlike the big one, where he will basically destroy anything with monsters, he'll do the same with spells and traps. And one more just for, because,
Yes, he's interesting. I like him. Roar the Red.
yeah. Other than that, I was going back and forth figuring out cards I could try to put in here to deal with break my board kind of things, like Dragoon.
Okay.
I could, going over the rules, I figured I couldn't use Kaijus. Instead, I used...
Yes, a classic. I love
Since
these.
Kaijus actually cannot work in this system because Drytrons inherently block anything that can be any monster that can be special normal summoned from being special summoned. So that includes Kaijus, oddly enough, since they can be normal summoned regardless. This guy can't.
Gotcha.
There was a coin flip between this or Sphere Mode. I thought this would be a bit better compared to Sphere Mode. Simply because, well, he's a lot easier and I don't have to guarantee my opponents summoning 3 monsters in a row.
That's true. That's true.
And the card I'm thinking about taking the traps out for,
Everyone has 3 of these except for me.
yeah, and everyone has free Lightning Storm except for me.
We did pull one.
Once again, self-explanatory.
Yep.
Half my Drytrons don't care where they are. They'll summon themselves regardless if they're in the hand or graveyard, so this actually does work. And then for more standard stuff,
Yeah.
I
staples.
fear the floodgates. And finally, another fairly standard thing.
Evenly matched.
You do have to admit, if you're going to face against something, you want the evenly matched.
Yes.
Other than that, I wouldn't call it standard simply because I do not play Heralds, I do not play Perfection, I do not play any of the colored fairy, the orange, blue, or
Yes.
orange colored fairies.
Very
I much
rainbow.
prefer, if I'm going to beat someone, I want to do it directly to their face.
Exactly.
Saying that, I do play ruler, but that's neither here nor there. Either way, I am hoping to try to improve this. I did lose to Paleozoic frogs, Eldritch, and some kind of machine toolbox thing.
Okay.
Though, quite honestly, that was more against every hand trap you threw. Nothing quite like being impermed a couple times in a row or dark rollers in a row. Either way, I did have a good time with this, hoping to improve it for my next time. Either way, would you take us out, Dragon Lady?
Yes, thanks for deck profile, and as always, to be a good sport, play the game, not the fame. Thanks.
No problem.